So, hey everyone, welcome to our Team Nailed It Girls Night. First, I want to see all your nails. Mine are naked. I just took them off like an hour ago. Sorry. Let's see, what do you got? Oh, what do you have on, Amanda?
I got lots. I got Skulls and Midnight and Jewel.
Oh, you did a whole like triple combo.
Triple threat.
Triple threat, baby. Let's hear it, Carrie. What are you wearing? Let's see. There you go.
I have the peacock and the Southwest.
Oh, I love the Southwest. It's like just stands out.
I like to see your face.
Fun. Who else has nails on? I'm gonna see real quick. Ooh, Avery, that color. Yeah, what color is that one, Avery? Is that the sparkly like
Times Square.
Nice. Those are so pretty.
I know, I love them.
Hey, what are you guys going, Rachel? Are these which ones are those? Rachel? Some of us have naked nails.
Hi, they're LA Dreams and Sunset.
Oh, it's so fun to see all your creative combos. You guys are awesome. Okay, well, we have an awesome speaker with us tonight. It is our very own Amanda Yocum. She is one of my top sales girls, like kills it every month with sales. Doing amazing and has from day one. And so I wanted you guys to hear her juicy secrets on how she does fabulous Facebook parties. So I'm gonna just turn it over to you and you can share all your secrets with us.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. I live in Alaska, but I'm visiting my parents in Ohio. So I'm kind of discombobulated, just a touch. But I am here, and I basically brought everything I do from Alaska to Ohio. So everything you ever need to have a party and success on the run, you have it with you, and that's what I want to talk to you about. First is always samples. People say I'm crazy, but I send out samples every night. That's my goal. I do make these little stickers from my Dymo printer. These are labels from Amazon, and it has my name, Color Street Founding Stylist, and my web address. And I put them on the back of every single sample I mail out. So you can see that the sticker is right there. So no matter what, if they lose my card, if they lose anything.
Wait. Hang on, Amanda.
Was I muted the whole time?
You're muted for like 10 seconds. So just back 10 seconds. Just like 10 seconds, because I had to mute everyone, including you, to get the background noise away. So just back up.
What I was saying is that basically for samples, make sure you label them. I have this trusty little Dymo printer that I literally flew with me from Alaska to Ohio. I called it my Dawn. This is my Dawn the Dymo. You can buy this on Amazon. It's very spendy, but it's worth every penny. I print my labels to mail. I print my labels for my samples, and I print my return address labels from there. And I'll post a link at the end of this of all where I get my stuff. But every sample I have has my contact information, even when they're in my purse. So they might not have instruction how to do it, but they have my information.
So smart. Hang on really quick, Amanda. Everyone, so we're going to have Amanda will go live after this because we have to end at the 40-minute point. So she'll go live after this and answer all your questions. So be writing down your questions for the live in our Facebook group. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, I will be talking about Facebook parties, but my phase one is always samples. So then I have this cute little square card that has all my information. I got this from Vistaprint. I have my sample, my card, my alcohol wipe. I got these from Amazon. I got like 1,000 for like $5. So yes, I love the cute Color Street ones, but for cost efficiency, this generic alcohol wipes. And then I have my instructions with it, which is in the back, which is in our pin post when Kelly gets out of jail. It'll be back there in the pin post. It just tells you how to apply your nails. I have that in here. And then this cute little package that I got from my girlfriend's house, not my real girlfriend. It's a website called My Girlfriend's House. And they used to be in direct sales, and they left direct sales to really accommodate people in direct sales with their packaging. So I love supporting a mom and pop shop. So then I put them in there and fold it like so. That's all I do for the sample. I put it in my card. And if they don't want any information about business, all I put is, Dear Susie, enjoy, love Amanda, with this in there, and I mail it for 1 stamp. So with that leading into, I use a program called FITFU, F-I-I-T-U, I believe. And they also used to work for direct sales, and they invented this program that helps you keep track of all of your leads, all of your interactions, you can put all of your inventory you have in there. It's a great way to keep everything intact. Kelly from day one told me, Amanda, have a goal. Have 100, send samples to 100 people. Not 100 samples, but 100 people get your samples. Like, okay, I can do that. Well, FitFu will track that for me. Now to this moment, I started June 14th, I have sent samples to 187 people. Not samples, people. So that means 187 people have gotten 1 sample, maybe 2, because if they say, yes, I would like to join or talk about it, I will send them 2 samples with the cute little nail file and the little sample pack. I don't tell people that, but say that if they can check the box, yes, I would like more information, I will send them 2 samples, a nail file, the instructions, the alcohol pad, and the package. And then in my note to it, since we can't do this find your stylist anymore, I put on there, Dear Emily, enjoy. I cannot wait to talk more with you about Color Street. We have around 4,000 stylists. People in Indiana need you as a Color Street stylist. Let's talk. And leave it at that. And guys, I tell you what, 2 to 3 people from parties will either A, host a party or join my team, period. It's crazy, the numbers, the turnaround. And that leads me into talking about my Facebook parties. I have minimum 3 parties a week is my goal. Some weeks I will count events or online sales as my event. This week's been hectic because my dad's sick, so I flew to Ohio to be with my family. But I've still managed to get 3 Facebook parties. And these 3 are literally people who've been at another Facebook party event with me. My first 5 Facebook events were from other direct sales girls who know and understand the business. So they're great hostesses. I'm terrible at at coaching hostesses. I'm just not good at it. I don't like the pressure of it. I don't like being a pest. I like having control. And I say to them, you invite 20 to 50 people max. The ones who don't listen to me and invite 120 people have about $120, $150 party, which is great. But my goal, every party is minimum 300, minimum. And how I get to that is I ask my girls on day 3 of my event, hey, Emily, what is your goal? And I give them the chart of 150, 300, 600. And everyone who's ever said whatever goal they've wanted, we've achieved that goal. Some people say, I just want 150, I just want 1 half off and whatever percentage off. I'm like, sure, let's do it. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to oversell. Let's just work with what you want. But 80%, 90% of my partners, for more than 90% are $300 parties. My last 5 parties have been over $600 parties. And that's because those hostesses engaged and pushed and talked about their nails, and they weren't annoying, but they posted, hey, I put these on day 1. Day 7, here they are. The ones who hit 300, the hostesses aren't really involved. I do all the work, but people still buy the nails. My trick for my parties is they are, in y'all's head, most likely the annoying 2-week parties. Yes, 2 weeks. What are you doing 2 weeks? Well, my 2-week parties are different. I set them up on a Sunday. Kelly gave me that idea. And I go full 2 weeks. And that is the first 3 days I am telling them about the product, what they are, and they're requesting samples. Then I do some fun games in between and for them to get the sample. Then I post, hey, show me your nail fee. I want to see your sample. If you post that, I'm going to do a giveaway. And then we go into the meat and gritty of the party. But I tried the 3-day, I tried the 7-day, I tried the 10-day. None of them worked as flow for me as my 2 weeks. But also, in those 2 weeks, I'm not posting mass quantities at an hour at a time. I'm posting when I get up, maybe if I remember, if I have time. But for sure, when I get home from work after dinner, I'm posting. So they're getting 1 post to 2 posts for me a day, but it's more like a Facebook status update and not as like a pesty party information, if that makes sense. It's more like, oh, did you know it's $3 shipping, period. And I always put my person's link underneath. If I post anything in a Facebook post, they will always have their link underneath every single post. You don't know what your post you're putting is going to strike the interest of the event. And some parties are dead. The 2 parties I've had that have been so dead, obsolete, I haven't sold anything but maybe $50. 2 months later, both those ladies joined my team. And they're some of my rock stars. So don't give up hope, even though the party's not successful, but because, you know, come a month around, those 2 joined my group and are killing it in the nail industry. Another thing is, like I said, the ones with the 600 parties, they're posting, but I am not a great guider of a hostess because I'm a control freak, which is terrible. But I like to take control, and if they want to hop in and enjoy, please do what I love. I'm not going to be like, okay, you need to go message these people. Because you know what, when I'm in parties and they message me, I'm like, no, thank you. The way I designed my parties was the things that I disliked from parties I've been at and things I really enjoyed. Keeping it simple, keeping it pliable, keeping it not complicated. They don't have to do all these crazy things to get, and I don't do points. I do 3 games. I have a early bird special, which is if they order the first 24 hours of the event, they get 2 accent nails. Then I have I stole this from Kelly, if you give me your 4 wish list items, you'll be in for a Starbucks gift card. Cool thing about that is 4. Why 4 is because we have buy 3, get 1 free. That makes them go ahead and always think in the 4 increments. You always want them shopping in 4s. And then with that Starbucks, it's an email. I go online to Starbucks and I go, $5 gift card, and emails them to them. I'm not losing money on shipping. They have $5 directly to their account through Starbucks, and that's on them. Easy, painless. You don't have to worry about getting caught up. Then about day 8, I'll do the guess how many. Y'all seen them around. I have the ones that have the file, the cute flower nail files, and then the ones, the orange sticks. Guessing game. And those are the only 3 items I do for games. I will always offer a set of nails. This month I'm offering Sleepy Hollow for every order placed. They'll be entered to win. If the party hits 600, I will offer 2 sets. Because guys, giving away free sets does not hurt us. Remember how generous our company is. Like Erin said last week, like our company gives us everything. They will just throw nail strips at us and just be generous back, because being generous to them, they come right back. So my main things is always give the samples. It's not going to hurt sending them a 25-cent sample. It costs you a stamp. I've been at other direct sales companies where I send samples and spend $4.50 on just the postage. This company is a dream because I have 1 stamp. I can send 5 samples if I want to, and it's money right back. I have a great return rate with samples. What I do need to work on is doing follow-ups of people who saying they were interested in the business. I'm great with follow-ups on samples, but for some reason I'm like, I'm hesitant. But y'all, if people say, so let me clarify. In my FitFu form, I list all the samples, and at the end I go, would you like information on this company? Yes or no? Or yes, please, no, thank you. I never leave room for them to put negative things. I always like, oh, yes, please, that would be delightful. Or no, thank you. You know, I don't give them any room to give me any negative feedback, which once again, I'm a control freak. But so they click, yes, more information. I need to follow up with them on that. That's where I need to get better. But with samples, I do follow up pretty frequently, even through a Facebook message, like, oh, did you get your sample? That's all you have to say, and they will just talk about it. And most of the time, they will end up asking to order and things like that. Oh, I just found the question box. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so somebody was talking about me printing the Dymo. So guess what? Those of us who have teams, and don't get me wrong, my first 3 months, it was me and my sweet Rebecca, and that was it. But now I have a team. We're growing. We're thriving. And my reward for my team last month was return labels. I printed 50 return labels and mailed them to my girls. This month is 100 sample stickers for those who bonus qualify. So it's a great return in the investment. Ooh, I love Mel. I would just like to see your stationery business just to see it. My third game was the guess how many. So my games are very, very simple. And on the other side of all that is every single order I get from day one to now, they get a thank you note with a sample. I have a girlfriend who lives 5 blocks down from me, orders regularly, not from my inventory because I don't carry inventory really. I just carry what I get from jump starts and things like that. She orders online. I literally send her a thank you note every time. So like last one I was like, okay, Lisa, here's your 18,000 thank you note, like making a joke of it because it's kind of embarrassing because she's so supportive, but put on there, thank you for your support. And guys, I don't carry inventory, but I carry twosies. These are our money makers. Give them away. Yes, you need the information to follow up, but you know what? I was at the post office yesterday in Ohio, this town I don't know anyone in besides my family, and I'm mailing off all my stuff. And I was like, what are you mailing? I was like, oh, these nails. Like, oh, like this other brand's like, oh, no, we're different. We don't need heat or tools. She goes, oh, that's interesting. So what I did is I left her a twosie in my card, and I slipped it on her counter without her even knowing I did it. I didn't say anything. I just simply slipped it. Hey, guess what? She may never order for me, but hey, she has Color Street. She now knows what Color Street is. And if it doesn't help me, it will help another Color Street sister out. And she may even be able just to enjoy a moment for herself with some really pretty nails. So don't think of it as, oh, I can only give this out if they're going to buy from me. No, invest in people. Make them feel better. Give them something that really is just pennies on the dollar. And it's a tax write-off. You can write these things off with your taxes. So I order samples probably once or twice a month. I always get 100 to 200 at a time, and I give them away. Do not sit on them. They are your money maker, because once they get them on, they have to have it. And you'll all know this. 100% you'll know this. What else? Now I need to look. I have a very successful y'all still see me? I think y'all can. Event I had a few months ago. I was just going to go through real quick the main things. And what also stuck out to me was don't forget to mention the business opportunity. That part always makes me like, I don't want to talk about the business. But guys, the business is what it is. Like, if you love the nails and you're buying them, why not make 25% back? But people don't know this unless you say, hey, listen to our great plan. You can get all this for $129 plus $15 shipping. Let's make a team. And that also leads to, you don't want people joining just for the kit. You want people to join because they see this business opportunity. So I don't necessarily always lead with the business, but I always make sure that a good chunk is talking about the business opportunity, because I'm not kidding when I tell you, and Kelly have seen this crazy growth in my team, is these people come back a month later, like, I want to join. How do I do this? Because I live in Alaska, and most of my downlines are lower 48 in towns and states I've never even been to. But if you make that connection and you're being genuine and honest with these people, they will want to work with you and be with you, regardless if their best friend next door sells it. If they like you, they might pick you. So that's another thing. Always lead, I don't lead with, but always don't forget to talk about the business, because that's something I always kind of forget about, which sounds awkward, but it's true.
Amanda, do you ever talk to your hostess after the party about the business?
I am not, once again, not the best with that because it makes me feel uncomfortable. But I say 5 of my hostesses have become, but not more than 5 probably, have become business partners because they've come back and said, my friends love this. I see my friends are buying from you. I was like, yes. And don't be selfish. Let them buy from you. That's awesome. I want them, like my friend Holly, I want her friends to buy from Holly, not from me. I will love for that to go to them. So the main way I approach them is the same thing of, oh, your party was $750. You had 18 orders. You have something here. They're not buying them for me. They're buying them for you. And that's a lot of orders and a lot of money. Think about it. And I had that exact conversation about 2 months ago. And she came back 3 days and goes like, so tell me about this business opportunity because I need more nails. So she's already almost gone through her $700 party worth of nails, which y'all know is crazy. That's like $150 in cash towards nails and 6 half-offs. And she's like, I need more free nails. And so just planting those seeds, and I'm a big believer in planting those seeds. My samples are those seeds. Like if you have to give them the information and the knowledge to know where to grasp it later. Does that make sense? Kind of.
Yeah. I think it's a good habit to get into of always like asking your, of asking the hostess afterward, like planting that seed and just saying, because I did this today and I was kind of scared to do it too because it's like, it's just,
exactly. It's like that.
You're like, but I asked her, I was like, all I said was, hey, have you ever considered being a Color Street rep? And, she said no to me. And then we just chatted about other things and like moved on. But I'm glad I planted that seed because I do think your hostesses come back later. And like you were saying,
because you never know, like people like oh, why are you sending samples? Like I might not hear from them this month. I may hear from them in 4 months from now. They finally tried that sample and they come back and order. You have to plant those seeds. And I'm a believer. And so part of me is very scriptural and biblical to me about planting seeds. But it's just, if you don't give the opportunity of knowing about our product and knowing about our business plan, they will never think about joining. I've always been a direct sales girl. I've always enjoyed sales and things like that. So it's always been on the tip of my tongue. But some people don't realize if you have even a $300 party, that's pretty successful. That is your friends listening, enjoying a product. And right there, they have a foundation for a great community. And that's where Kelly, I think, uses her Facebook groups for her events, which I use events. Like I make an event and not a Facebook group because it's just I work better with events and Kelly's like the opposite, works better in events. But with events, with groups, I think is a cool thing because say that party hostess became a rep, she already has 50 girls to 100 girls already in her group that she could take over that group. That's why, Kelly, I don't think you should ever cancel those groups because what if those hostesses came back and said, oh, I want to be a rep. Well, right there, she already has her VIP page.
Oh my word. That's genius. I love it.
So that's the perk for having the group. But I'm so old school and I'm so stuck in events and the events work for me. And I was asked a question earlier. I think Aaron asked me, like, how do you keep it all straight? Well, I have 2 planners. One planner is my plum planner, and I don't have it with me because I'm out of town, but it has my days broken up to the boys, him and her, my husband and I, preschool because I teach preschool, PTA because I'm PTA president. Then I also sell another direct sales company, and then I have Color Street at the very last one. So I have a section of my day for each one, so I keep track of what's going on. But every night before I go to bed, I have this little planner, and it has everything broken down into an hour or 2. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
And I got this from conference. They told us to break it down our day into 15-minute increments to see what's going on. Well, I couldn't find a 15-minute increment one, so I just got this one that's an hour to 2, and I'll break it down. Well, every night before bed, let me see a page where it's actually prevalent with it. I'll go through and really mark down my entire day until I go to bed. And that will include jiu-jitsu, include talk about your giveaway and things like that. And I'll write down the time spots. Because once again, I'm only doing one or two status updates a day via Facebook events. So they are right there saying, don't forget you're talking about the toes. Don't forget you're talking about removing on my day. So that's how I keep it straight. And also, I adapted this, I think, from Kelly too. I think I stole everything that I do is from Kelly.
Whatever. No, you're like, you have a lot of good stuff on your own.
I start them on Sundays. Every party I start on Sundays. I don't start on Saturday. I don't start on Monday. I start on Sundays. So I have 3 parties going on. All start the same day, but I also post all at the same time. I post on Brittany's. I post on Karen's. I post on, who's my other one today? Karen, Brittany, Amber. Post all 3 in a row. So I post on Brittany. I literally go straight to Amber's, then straight to Karen's, and I post them the exact same thing. But make sure you change their tiny link to their correct name and not post the other person's party like I've done before. So be very cautious on your copy and paste that you're putting it on the right hostess, because that can be awkward, because I've done it. But that way I'm keeping up with it. But I'm also keeping it simple with only posting 1 to 2 times a day. I've tried the quick hour. I've tried the afternoon. I've tried all these ways. And for me, maybe because I'm ADD, maybe because I have a zillion things going on, I keep it more casual and more of a chatter. So I mailed samples yesterday because we have Memorial Day, Columbus Day, Monday. So starting tomorrow and the next day is when I'll be pushing, let's see those nailfies. Once they get those nails in the mail, the party's a whole new ballgame, girls. You can then tweak. You'll see, like I tell Kelly all the time, like it's hard for me to, and I don't do post my parties because I like to control, I'm a control freak, like I said. I like to control what's happening. So if no one's really following through with my parties like this, I try to perk it up by leaving like that. But if people start jumping, asking me questions, I'm not like, oh wait, it's not time. It's not post my party time. I will go ahead and answer and address that. But at the same time, once those nails come in, those questions are going to be coming like crazy, and you need to be ready. You may be talking about toes on day 5 instead of day 8, but that's okay. They don't know when you're supposed to talk about toes, but you have any of the opportunity to open those doors to discuss when it's time to talk about it. So yes, I know I don't do post my party or scent share or things like that, but that's because I really gauge off the feel of the party. Sorry, Kelly, go ahead.
When do you typically do that show me your nail fee? Like how long do you give them before they get their sample?
So with Alaska, it's different. It's probably an extra day, about 3 days. Once they've been to the post office, people will start saying they got them. So since I mailed in Ohio yesterday, I bet people start getting, and one of my parties is in Indiana, which is really not far away from here. So they'll start getting them probably today and tomorrow and the next day. So probably 2 to 3 days after I mail them, I post this picture of this random yellow mailbox that says, show me your nail fee. Let's see it. And people are hesitant. It's like, you don't have to show me. Just let me know you got it, because mail's crazy and I want to know if you have it or not. But seriously, once they start trying them, it's a wildfire. And that's why I lead with the nail samples at the beginning, and why my parties go so long is because I want them to try the nail before I close out the venue for this girl's party. And I've tried all different ways, and I always end up back to my 10 to 14 day parties work the best.
So can I just get a quick timeline? So like Sunday, you kind of do, like, can you give us just a quick overview of the 2 weeks?
Yes. So let's say 11 days. So give or take a day before, a day after the party starts. The first 2 days I do, and once again, I say only max invite 50 people. Like I can't stress that enough. And I started making this image that has our nails on it. Says you're invited to a Color Street party. Let me know if you'll be invited. And I personalize it. I just changed their link. But I said, I go, post this on your personal page, like in caps, personal page. And they say, I'm having this nail party. Let me know if you want to add you to it. So that's day 1. They start adding their friends. Once I see they have 20 people added, 10, 15, however many people they want added, I will post our hello welcome, like, hello, this is what Color Street is. And it's that little graphic with the information. Then I do GIFs or GIF, whatever they're called, are real big. I go, welcome, tell us how you know our cute Amber. But use a GIF. And so that gets them interacting, and it really is hilarious to even see how they know everybody, and it's just a fun way to engage. And I leave it at that. The next morning, first thing when I get up, I post the picture. I made the picture of the circled nail. Y'all probably see them around the circle, samples of the nails around there. And I say, okay, fill out this form. Thanks for actually peeing. I'd love to send you a sample. I actually call them accent nails. And I post it in the morning, and in the evening, I remind them, hey, fill this out. And I send them out that night. So that morning is the first thing they're in the mail. So the second day is only about the samples, unless they start asking questions, and some parties do, and you just go with what they ask. Don't stick tight to your plan, because we know if we stick tight to this, they won't follow it. Day 3 is how to apply. I always post the Color Street video on how to apply the solid colors, and then I post my own, because I have these tiny baby nails that can get 2 nails out of 1 strip. In our Color Street video, they do 1 per whatever, which is great, but people have long nails, short nails, you know, they have what they have. So I post Color Streets, and this is how I do it, and then I post it that way. I also don't post all of our styles on my page, because I want them to go to the website to see them. I will also, on the same day of how to apply, I will post either that day or the day before. I'll post the prices and the specials, like how much they each cost. The 4th day, I do the giveaway of wish list. It's the picture of Kelly with her Starbucks, or whoever it is, their Starbucks, and I say, give me your wish list. Ideally, it comes on a Wednesday, but yesterday I jumped the gun and did it on a Tuesday, but like wish list Wednesday, but I was too eager yesterday. And so I post that. I also then remind them last call for samples, and also I talk about the early bird special, meaning samples are mailed out. Y'all have 24 hours. If you order now, you'll get 2 sets of accent nails. You most likely have a 3rd one already coming because you did the samples. Then I go the next day into discussing toes and children. The next day, I talk about French. I've been postponing my French to the end of parties because of our French out-of-stock gate. It's been very stressful on my side gig, which is Color Street, because these people want their French. So I'm waiting to French at the end of the parties as most as I can. So normally it's more in the middle, but now it's been towards the end. And then, so I talk about French, talk about how I reseal them. Yes, they're one-time use, but if you want to be risky and daring, you can use the flat iron to reseal them. And I discuss with them how I personally, not the company, but I personally, how I reseal my strips to get more use out of them. And I fingers crossed every time it works. So you have to preface that it's on you, not the company, because the company says it's one-time use. Then I will also, the same day as resealing, I will discuss the guess how many, and my guess how many reward is 4 accent nails. And people have we had a big debate on my mock page of this, what does this get? Well, I also expressed to them, once again, I can get almost a full manicure, if not a full manicure, out of a full 4 samples. But I also have these freak tiny baby fingers. And so that leads to that. The last day is the big push. The big push where I push it on her page, on the event, and I'll say she is $78 away from her first goal. She is $22 away from this. And when she's close, I will open it up to my VIP page and say, hey, I know y'all going to order today. If you do, please order under Emily's party, because she's super close to her rewards, and that would make my day and her day, and that's your good deed. Like, open it up towards the end of the party when they are close to your VIP page. Because I'm telling you, most people, if you give them an opportunity, a reason to order, an excuse, they'll order. Like, oh, but honey, she was close to her party. I had to go get that French manicure.
I had to help sister out.
Yeah, we had to do it. It was for the good of the community.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason. So then I open that up. And then after that, hopefully she'll hit her goal. And always, always, always thank your hostess. No matter if it's a $5 party, an $800 party, say thank you. That's why I'm a big believer in thank you notes. I write thank you to my hostess. Everybody, you say thank you because they remember being thankful. It is not all about Amanda. It's about you being a great customer also. And with that, I will then go into announcing the winners. But when I do my hostess, and you know how they get the free gift, I do a free set of nails. I don't give that gift until the end of the party and she's giving me her order, because I will give her the opportunity to credit the $13 I would be sending her for a art nail set towards her balance. Because most of the time they go over, or they have like $21 to spend after their half offs or whatever. I'm like, hey, I'm happy to send you whatever I have in my inventory, or I can give you $13 off your balance. And 90% of the time, like, oh, give me that credit, girl. I want that off my balance. And hey, that saves me shipping, that saves me time, and they get a cheaper bargain on their opportunity. So that's how I end up. Go ahead. What?
I said we have less than a minute. Do you want to wrap it up?
And I think that's it. And so then I give the winners, and make sure you send out your winner things. All you're sending out is the nail sets, the ones who order it for free, your 4 sets for the guessing, the early bird gets 2 sets, and the gift card to Starbucks. And that's it. That's all I give away. So it probably comes about to be $23 a party, when most parties are about $350 to $700 parties. So it's worth my investment at the end.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. Kay, do you want to go live in our group and answer a bunch of questions for everyone?
Sure. Of course.
Thanks so much, Amanda. I appreciate you sharing this knowledge with us. And
I hope it was helpful and not too jumbled.
no, it was awesome. I love it. So, okay, we'll see you over in Team Nailed It. Bye.
Okay, see you in a minute. Bye.